Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's Anti-COVID-19 Products Webinar, Asian Pacific and Middle East session. Before starting today's programming, please let us welcome the President and CEO of the Taiwan External Trade Development Council, Mr. Walter Ye, to give us an opening remark. Please.
Distinguished guests and friends, good afternoon and good morning. On behalf of TAITRA, I would like to welcome you to the Anti-COVID-19 Products Webinar. As coronavirus continues to spread in many countries around the world, the Taiwanese government is implementing an advanced deployment system and using technology to defend against the coronavirus, including an intelligent electronic defense system to control the pandemic and build an effective line of defense. Taiwan's leading companies, which integrate high-quality production with advanced technologies, have been cooperating with the government to form a national epidemic prevention team, which has been delivering excellent products to national and international markets. At today's webinar, we will present examples of face masks, isolation gowns, test kits, and intelligent thermal image temperature measurement system, and a 10-pair smart thermometer. A number of these products use AI and IoT technology, which is one of Taiwan's strengths in the industry. After the webinar, if you would like to know more about the products, then we will be very happy to schedule online trade meetings for you. Before I finish, I would like to thank you all once again. I sincerely hope that today's event will be of help to any countries which are in need of anti-COVID-19 products and solutions. Let's fight COVID-19 together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Ye, for your informative remark. Without further ado, let's start the first presentation by Ms. Jan Ye from KNH to introduce their medical masks. If you have any question, please leave the question at the chat box of Slido, which you can see at the bottom of the screen. Our staff will collect the questions and forward them to the speakers. Thank you for your cooperation. Jane, please.
Hello everyone, this is KNH and I'm Jen and this is Michelle here with me today. Today we are really glad to be here and to show you to have an introduction of our product, face mask. First, we would like to give you a brief introduction of KNH. KNH, how to remember it well? KNH means cleaner, nicer, and healthier. This is the concept that we would like to bring to our customers. So KNH, cleaner, nicer, and healthier. So KNH was established in Taiwan in 1969. We started with non-woven industry, non-woven material. As a non-woven manufacturer, we already have over 50 years experience in this industry. So for face mask product, we started from 2003. So which means for the production of face masks, we already have over 15 years experience. As I just mentioned, we KNH started from producing non-woven material. For face masks, we all knew that the most important material is melt-blown, and we already for the melt-blown, as I just mentioned, because this is our start, we started from this non-woven industry. So which gave us the advantage for we have the stable supply for melt-blown, and second, with this Melbourne technology, we have the high efficiency electrostatic technology with the function of high particle efficiency with low pressure drop performance. So as you can see from the screen, this is our product catalog. Our product can be divided into 3 series. First is M, following with S and K for medical, surgical level 1, surgical level 2, and kids face mask. As you can see from our product, we have 3 different types for 3D shape, and for the flatted one, which we have the Z-folded ear loop, as you can see from the screen, and for the normal one, ear loop type. And for the outer layer of the face mask, we have different colors that you can choose. We have for the green one and the pink one, also the white one and blue one. So in the near future, you can expect a more colorful outer layer from KNH. So I just mentioned what is the special for our Z-folded face mask. For Z-folded ear loop, which can bring you a more comfy feeling for a long time wearing face mask to compare with the normal ear loop. So as you can see, that the ear loop is wider than the normal one. So even you wear for all day long, you still won't feel less stressful, won't have the soreness feeling for your ear. So we all knew, like, to export our face masks, we need to have the certification, right? So we already get the Nielsen lab test report for ASTM F2100 level 1 and level 2, EN 146383 for type 2 and type 2R. So to export the product to the US market, we also have our operator number from FDA listing. And we also have our CE certification and already got our registration number for type 2 and type 2R. So before the end of the presentation, why we strongly recommend you to choose us, KNH, for the following. First, we already have over 15 years mask production experience. Second, with our high efficiency electrostatic technology of melt-blown. Third, we already have over 50 years melt-blown production, which means we have a really stable supply for melt-blown, so you don't need to worry about the material shortage. Fourth, we already have our CE and FDA certification, and the last, the total capacity in our plant is about 100 million pieces per month. And as you can see from the screen, from this world map, this is the countries that we already export our face masks to. The following countries: for Canada, the US, Poland, Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia, Japan, and Philippines. So if you are interested in our product, please feel free to take a picture on the screen, and you can have our contact for email or the telephone number. And so if you're really interested in us, please contact us. And I'm Jen, and this is Michelle. We are from KNH, cleaner, nicer, and healthier. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane, for your presentation. And next, let's welcome Mr. Ben Jai from Magitek for presenting their strapless mask. Let's welcome Mr. Ben Jai.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ben Jai. The company name is Magitek. It's a wordplay of magic and mask. If you mix these two words together, you get Magitek. And it's a new kind of mask that's different from the existing ones. The problem with regular masks that we see is that a lot of times they're applied incorrectly, and when you do put them on, they're leaking all around, like besides the nose, on the cheek, and under the chin. And also the ear loop can cause stress on the ear. And when you take it off, it's hard to carry, or even before you take it off, it's hard to carry a clean one without a big bag. So, and when we look at the, excuse me, and when we look at the medical N95 type masks, they also have problems. First, in order to seal tight, they need to be pressed down on the face strongly, and it can cause bruises on the face, and then the headband can also make you dizzy. After you put it on, it's hard to breathe through the regular type of N95 masks. So our solution to the above problems is a credit card size N95 mask. It's this small, okay? And it expands to cover the whole face, as you can see on the screen. And it's sealed tight all around with medical grade adhesive. And it has a low delta P, the pressure differential, and it's easy to breathe through. And it has no ear loops, so it won't hurt your ears. And then after you take it off, it folds up nicely, and it will be easy to carry. So let me give you a demo. Voila. Now you have a perfectly sealed tight all around N95 grade mask. And you can still hear me clearly because the mask doesn't touch your lips. Okay, so it's that easy. And when you take it off, you put it, it folds back to the original shape, and you put the piece of wax paper back. Folds up, so you can carry it in your pocket very easily. Next page. And it has passed several tests, and the particle filtration efficiency is over 98%, and in some cases it's even over 99%. And the bacterial filtration efficiency is over 99.9%. So, Magic mask, easy to carry, and effective because it's airtight all around. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben, for your innovative mask products. If you have any question for Ben or maybe KNH, please leave the question at the below. We will collect the question and we will answer forward. Now, let's welcome Ms. Jessica Chen from TexRay to provide us isolation gown. Jessica, please.
Hello, I'm Jessica, and this is his end. We are TexRay, and TexRay is a Taiwan-based global vertical integrated innovative textiles and apparel manufacturers. We have 42 years textile experience and public listing from 1998. We have 18 mills. We have 18 mills, and we have 18 mills. We have 18 mills and garment manufacturing in 9 different countries and in 3 continentals. TexRay is the manufacturer of the performance and the functional fabrics, as well as the active wear, needs wears for the lifestyles and the sports wear, and with an emphasis of the sustainabilities. Also, in response to the challenge for the COVID-19 pandemics, we have been certified and approved to manufacture and export the medical protective coverall and isolation gowns and personal protective equipment. And this is our fabric mills from the yarn to the fabric. And this is our biggest garment manufacturer in Vietnam, and we already got the FDA listings. And also, all of our factory, we got the certifications for the product safety, the qualities, and also environment management. Also, especially, we already got the ISO 13485 for the medical device qualities management. And this is our global certifications as well. And now we would like to introduce our isolation gowns. We have two type of the isolation gowns. The first one is the disposable isolation gown, which we already passed the level 1 and level 2s from by the test quality standard for AATCC 127 and AATCC 42. You can see the models of our isolation gown. And second one is our reusable isolation gowns, as being passed by level 1 and level 2 as well. And you can see our green rewashable isolation gown, which we can rewash like 30 times, which we can save like 29 pieces disposable isolation gowns, and it's helped us to save energy and keep sustainability. Now, and this is our medical protective coverall. We are using our non-woven fabric, and we already passed the Taiwan quality standard CNS 14798. And as produced by our Taiwan factory and China factory. You can see the model for the coverall. And also, we use our functional fabrics and the fibers for the antimicrobial mask. We create a lot of type of the antimicrobial mask. And the first one is we're using our functional fabrics. It can help to absorb light and generating oxidations, actional and reaction to activity to achieve antimicrobial and auto control effect. And the type B mask, as our we're using our the T-cool and many quick dry fabric, and you can insert the PM 2.5 to the mask to protect you. And after the pandemic, everyone's still using the mask for the daily work. So we create the many fashions mask, but you can still protect yourself. And here is our contact information. Thank you for your kindly attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. If you have any questions for TechStray, please leave the question below, and the question will be answered during the QA sessions. Next, let's welcome Mr. Frank Lin from General Biological Corporation to give us a presentation regarding the COVID-19 test kits. Frank, please.
Hi everyone, thanks for the Tetras hosting this event. My name is Frank Lin, and I'll be the speaker for this quick introduction about GBC, or General Biological Corporation. So Just a little bit about GBC. We were founded in 1984, and currently we have 3 BU or business units. One of them is IVD, in vitro diagnostics, where we actually R&D, manufacture, and sell the kits to worldwide. And currently we're working on the COVID-19 products as well as other products with other pharmaceutical companies into the companion diagnostics. The other BU we have is actually clinical laboratories, and we have we have 2 in Taiwan and 1 in San Diego, USA. We mostly provide services for getting samples and then filing the reports for the hospitals or patients worldwide. And the third one, we also get into the pharmaceutical business, where a couple of years ago we actually acquired exclusive licensing about antimicrobial peptide called P113. Currently is undergoing clinical trial phase 3 in USA. Just a little bit about milestone about GBC. So we were founded in 1984, and hold on a second. Okay, and then slowly we start with our ELISA product lines, where I'm going to talk about where it gets in our COVID-19 products. And then we get into molecular diagnostics, and slowly we build into our raw material platform where we actually produce our own monoclonal antibodies, as well as other platforms. And then we merge, as I mentioned before, the clinical trials, and then slowly we get into more business into companion diagnostics. So we are located in Taiwan and US, as I mentioned before. For US location, we have our R&D and laboratory where we actually provide the technical support or development, as well as getting samples, provide services for patients. We also have 1 in Taiwan, and for our R&D main headquarters actually in Hsinchu Science Park, Taiwan. We have about 90 people worldwide. Currently we sell worldwide as well, about 30 or more countries. And of course, we have to have a certain certifications, including GMP, ISO, etc. Okay, now the most important thing about the COVID-19 product line. Because of the current situation, we actually have several products that is very helpful or useful for doctors or clinical laboratories to use in order to find out whether or not this person has COVID-19. So the first one is a Vten, just a viral transport medium, where you actually need that for collecting the virus from the humans or people, and then keep the virus active, where you can do the isolation and do extractions. So the next product is our Rna Extraction Kits, where you can actually isolate the virus, and then you do the RT-PCR. So the next one, we also have a rapid test. This is something we are currently working on. It's actually called a GB COVID-19 antigen rapid test, where you can actually find out someone has COVID-19 in about 10 to 15 minutes. Last but not least, we also have a product called GB SARS-CoV-2 antibody ELISA kits. This kit actually used to detect whether or not this person has been infected before, so to speak, or detecting the antibodies. So pretty much we have, from all the way from antibodies, antigens to antibodies, diagnostic kits for people to use. Just a quick summary about the RT-PCR, because most people, this is still the gold standard diagnostic kit for finding out whether or not you have COVID-19 virus in your body. So this RT-PCR we have been selling for about a few months, and we got several registrations in the world, including CE, Australia, and Taiwan FDA, India, Cisco, and Canada. We're still working on it, as well as the US. Most important thing is it can actually detect 2 target genes. It's ORF1ab and the E genes. It's very important to do the confirmation to do the PCR. About capacity, we can manufacture about 100,000 tests per month, and then we're trying to scale up as we speak to about double or triple, because the current demand is quite high. What's good about this product? So as I briefly mentioned, and it's accurate. The accuracy is very high. It's about almost 100% using the RT-PCR technology. And the turnaround time is about an hour and a half, depending on how you operate from the extraction all the way to analyzing. We also have certain product component inside to make sure you're doing your experiment correctly. We call it internal control, or IC. And then the other most important thing is, since we were founded in 1984, and we have had about 37 years working experiences, we are confident manufacturing the kits into more consistent every lot, every batch, to make sure each batch of these or each batch of kits has consistent results. And actually, I just finished the summary part, so pretty much we got all the certification, quality control, and then as well as the number of years experiences. But I do want to mention that we were started. The first product was hepatitis, and then the product hepatitis, retrovirus, and then tumor markers, etc. So we are confident, from our technology experiences to continually manufacturing these kind of kits, provide very good quality of service. And if you have any questions, please, I'll be happy to contact us, or my email is frankdarling@gbc.com, TW. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Frank, for your presentation. For next, if you have any questions for Frank and GBC, please just leave the question in the below. We will be answering the questions later. Next, let's welcome Mr. Andy Sun for the Elite Group Computers to present their Intelligent Thermal Image Temperature Measurement System. Andy, please.
Today, I would like to introduce ECS Intelligent Thermal Image Temperature Measurement System. First of all, I will have the overall introduction of the solution and talking about its advantage and the features. Also, we'll introduce the hardware and software specifications. And then I will introduce its architecture and real cases. Actually, the traditional practice for the temperature measurement is used non-contact infrared thermal camera without AI technology. And that traditional solution is expensive and it's very difficult to install. So it needs the professional to install, also to be on site to judge the accuracy. So it's actually very tedious, which has a very low penetration rate. So here is our technology advantage. We have cost performance advantage. The infrared thermal camera module with AI technology for wide deployment. We also have the exclusive calibration software to minimize the ambient environment factor for outdoor applications. We can also do the automatic multiple dynamic temperature measuring. Also, we have a warning. Therefore, we can achieve fever screening with highest efficiency and accuracy at very low cost. Here's our 4 major features. We have the AI face recognition. We can achieve multiple dynamic measuring. We are suitable for both indoor and outdoor venues. Also, it's good for mass and fast deployment. This page shows our AI face recognition technology. We only focus to measure on the forehead temperature. Instead of most other vendors, they measure the whole body's temperature. That's why we have the highest accuracy. For indoor-outdoor application, our thermal cameras is using the intelligent temperature compensation and calibration. So we can minimize the environment factors for outdoor application. The thermal camera is designed with wide angle scan. It's 60 degree by 60 degree. So it's very good for the crowded venues, like airport, stations, high schools. The thermal camera is adopting a very good price sensor chip. And we use an arithmetic to calibrate the image. So we can achieve the high resolution sensing effect. And it's very good for mass deployment. Here's the comparison benchmark, our advantage against other vendors all in the market. We have AI face recognition. We are good for indoor and outdoor. We can do the multiple people measurement, and we are good for mass and fast deployment. So we have all the advantage over other vendors. Here's the technology. This solution is including the AI technology, the IoT. We have the software image calibration software. Also, we have the constant temperature control device. It's also called the black body and the infrared thermal camera. The applicable venues, this solution is good for venues such as schools, corporate, large community, train station, airport, hospitals, and so on. Here is the sales kit. This sales kit includes a thermal camera, constant temperature control device, the black body, the Liva Mini PC Z3 Plus, and with the Intel Movidius card. Here is the Liva Mini PC Z3 spec. It's equipped with the Intel 10th generation Core i CPU. It has very strong, powerful performance, and at a very competitive price. Supports both Linux and Windows. And we also have another model, which is called the Q model. It's the smallest PC in the world. Its dimension is only 7 cm by 7 cm by 3 cm. It has the Intel SoC version, the AMD version, also the ARM-based version, at a very aggressive pricing. If you'd like to get a quotation, please feel free to contact us. This is the thermal spec. As I said, it's a wide angle scan. Sensitivity can reach to 0.05 degrees C. It has Wi-Fi port, also a RJ45 port. It's also very compact design, 10 cm by 6 cm and by 6 cm, 3 cm. Here's the architecture. The thermal camera connect to the mini PC, and the mini PC connect to the monitor. And the thermal camera is actually referenced to the black body, which can achieve the highest accuracy in the world. Here's our real case deployment in Taiwan. We have installed in the government agency like the Economic Affairs and the elementary school, the high school, Taipei High School. So the total deployment cases we have estimate this year in 2K20 is about 500 sets. And here's my contact information. If you'd like to get a quote or further technical questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andy, for your presentation. If you have any question for elite groups, please leave your questions below. Will be answered later. Last but not the least, let's welcome the final speaker, Mr. Joseph Chen from iWeCare to present the 10-PAL Smart Thermometer. Joseph, please.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. This is Joseph Chen from iWeCare. I'm honored to have this chance to introduce you iWeCare Solutions. iWeCare is a Taiwan startup company started from 2014 with the purpose of developing care products for improving the convenience of people's lives. iWeCare combines a mobile apps to connect to the cloud systems to create a revolutionary medical-grade product, Tempel, a smart wearable thermometer patch. What the Tempel is and how the Tempel works, let's see the following video for more details.
Have you ever experienced frustration measuring your basal body temperature when trying to have a baby? Felt stressed out from frequently measuring your loved one's temperatures in the middle of the night? Tempal, an innovative solution for temperature measurement. It easily connects to your mobile device. Tempal is tiny and ultralight, just like a second skin. The accuracy of plus or minus 0.09 degrees Fahrenheit is critical for women trying to conceive, making recording your basal body temperature simpler than ever. Take notes of medication use and your health condition, increasing the convenience of self-care. The Tempal app automatically generates a basal body temperature chart and reminds you of the most fertile period. Our product is made of sweat-proof medical-grade materials and cradles your skin for a comfortable fit. Tempal provides continuous wireless measurement. Our cloud service provides convenient, remote, real-time temperature readings. The Tempal app sends alerts to you automatically when the preset high or low temperature is reached. Interrupted sleep will be a thing of the past. Our cloud service makes remote temperature monitoring possible wherever you are and whenever you want. Multiple caregivers can monitor multiple users at the same time. We realize the great responsibility you hold. Tempal is the revolution you've been waiting for. We care because you care. Tempal.
This video shows how Tempel is used in home care or individual scenario. As you may notice from this video, Tempel has the functions of wireless, rechargeable, reusable, and wearable body curve. By the way, wearable body curve is one of iWeCare exclusive patents. Tempel is the smallest size and the highest accuracy for the wearable thermometer in the world. The size is only 28 millimeter times 26 millimeter times 3 millimeter. And the accuracy is up to plus and minus 0.05 degree variation. That's why Tempel can be used to measure basal body temperature. Through the uniquely developed app, the user's body temperature information can be stored and monitored in the cloud. Not only the user's body temperature information can be monitored real-time and throughout the day, but also can be set specific warning criteria according to the user's need, providing a sense of security and health care at any time and any place. To have a brief summary, compared with traditional thermometers, iWeCare Tempel can have the advantage to have continuous body temperature trend monitoring for more than 36 hours. It's remote monitoring, cloud storage, and real-time warnings. It used as an automatically and user-comfortable experience. It achieved the many caregivers to take care of many users at the same time. And most important, it's very tiny and light. Tempel has already certified with CE Medical, Taiwan FDA, and the Thailand FDA. Besides, Tempel has passed the thermometer accuracy testing and get the certifications from the United States and Europe. In terms of the scope of applications, Tempera can be applied to every individual or industry applications. Those need body temperature monitoring, such as medical institutions, outdoor working environment, sports needs, child care institutions, long-term care, and smart homes, and the related system vendors. For the individual use case, the users can download the app and operate the system easily through their mobile devices. For the industry or institution working case, Tempera is recommended to work with a gateway. The gateway connects Tempera with the BLE connections and provide a dashboard to the caregivers. The dashboard not only shows temperature information, but also positioning the Tempera location. Furthermore, the dashboard can be easily integrated into the institution information systems, such as HIS or NIS. Oops. IWCare is lucky to be supported by many strategic partners and investors all the way from its starts. The partners help IWCare to have the Tempera certifications and have Tempera to phase into mass production phases. This page shows IWCare worldwide sales channels. I would like to call them as sales partners instead, because the partners need to apply for the medical application certifications in their corresponding local area before they sell the products. If any of you want to buy Tempera in Taiwan, Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore, and the Thailand area, you can contact the local agents directly. And if any of you is interested to be IWCare sales partners, we are more than happy to talk to you about it. Now I'm going to share you some real application cases used Tempera all over the world. This page shows Tempera is used in negative pressure isolation ward in Taiwan hospital for COVID-19 patients. Tempera helps the caregivers to monitor the patient's body temperature trend precisely, automatically, and remotely. This is very important because it can reduce the infection risk and also reduce the measuring loadings for caregivers. Also for the COVID-19 cases, this page shows Tempera is used in Europe hospitals and also used in Taiwan National Jiao Tong University. This page shows Tempera is used in postpartum center in Taiwan for baby care center. In this center, the babies are all newborns within 1 month. The newborn baby's body temperature is very unstable. So the caregivers need to measure the baby's temperature more frequently. But the ear thermometer is not recommended for the newborns. Tempera provide a solution for the caregivers and, of course, save lots of the caregivers' major loadings. This page, this is the final page. This case also shows the COVID-19 case and happened in the Thailand medical institutions. In this case, Tempera is not only used to monitor the patients, but also used to monitor the caregivers. Please remember, the caregivers also need to be taken care of. We are IWCare. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph, and all the presenters. And we have received much rich information. And next, we're going to move on the QA sessions. Thank you all for sending the questions. Due to the time constraint, we will be first pick a few questions for these QA sessions. And for number 1, it's for KNH. The first question will be, what is the capability right now? Can you take emergency orders? And let's welcome KNH to answer this question, please.
So for the capability right now, we will say if you can place the order before August, we can deliver our product in October. And if you would like to get a try order first, it can be like 10 million pieces for your try order to test your market. And as I just mentioned in our presentation, so for our capacity, we can produce for 100 million pieces per month. So if you are interested in our product, please feel free to contact us and we will reply you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you for KNH. And for next question is for Majestic. What is your product's what production's capacity? That's welcome, please.
Hi. Mastick is a small company. Our production capacity is not very high. We can only produce at max 100,000 pieces a day, and that's about 3 million pieces a month. And it's a special kind of mask that does not have ear loops. So you may also want to make sure your consumers understand that and maybe do some market test before purchasing. Any more questions?
So for the next question, we'll be moving on to tax rate. And the question will be, will tax rate apply for international certifications on P2, P3 protective coveralls? Let's welcome Jessica to answer this question. Jessica, please.
We got the FDA for our reusable and disposable isolation gowns. And for the CE, we are applying, and we will be complete about end of the August. And for the coverall, we are planning to apply in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. And for next question, it's for Elite Group. And the question will be, what is the lead time for the thermal camera FCC CE certification? And let's welcome Andy to answer this question. Andy, please.
The thermal camera is BSMI approved, and we will apply the FCC certification upon receiving the purchase order. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. And for the last question is for We Care. The question will be, how about Taipei's warranty period? And let's welcome Joseph to answer this question. Joseph, please.
Okay, thank you. Taipei is a medical device, but it also electronic device. There is a rechargeable battery inside, so the warranty, the same as the electronic devices, is 1 year. But if you use Taipei carefully, like you use your smartphone, it can last longer than you expect. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. And thank you all for joining us for today's webinar. We hope this event has provided rich information for you. As a follow-up and providing further one-on-one meetings, we will be sending out the files of today's presentation, the response for today's unanswered questions, as well as a questionnaire. Please kindly provide a feedback of any kind so we can facilitate further discussion. Thank you again, and looking forward to receiving your feedback. Have a nice remaining day. Thank you.